In this week's episode, China plans to end its domestic ivory trade, good news for gorillas, we say goodbye to Tilikum, and a little lizard cools off. Starting off in China with a great start to the year, the country has announced plans to shut down its domestic ivory trade by the end of 2017. China is the world's largest consumer of elephant ivory products, and the move is a huge win for the conservation of the gentle giants. Over to Florida, where Tilikum the orca has died at SeaWorld Orlando. Thought to be around 36 years old, the infamous orca was under long-term treatment at the marine park, but officials say his cause of death is unknown. Tilikum was the center of the 2013 documentary Blackfish and sparked public conversation on the ethics of keeping large marine mammals in captivity. In stark contrast to Tilikum's short life in captivity, Granny the orca is thought to be dead at the estimated age of over 100 years old. Although her exact age remains unknown, Granny could have been as young as 80 or as old as 105. Whatever her age, Granny was the commanding matriarch of J-Pod, and her presence will be missed by many. Off to Africa with some good news for big apes. Gorilla groups in Rwanda, monitored by the Dian Fossey Gorilla Fund, made it through 2016 without a single member caught in a snare, marking only the second time in a decade that this has happened. The poaching snares are mainly set for game animals such as antelope, but gorillas often get caught in them, causing serious injury to the endangered animals. Staying with goodbyes, Pan, the world's oldest male panda, has died. Pan was 31 years old, which is the panda equivalent of about 100 human years. Pan was the progenitor of an incredible 130 descendants, a quarter of all the captive bred pandas on the planet. It's a snake-eat-snake world out there, and this amazing sighting is proof. An eastern brown snake, one of the world's most venomous snakes, was caught on camera killing and swallowing an unlucky carpet python. After the snake finished its meal, it was safely relocated, miles outside of town. We're rounding off in Australia with this thirsty skink getting a drink. As temperatures soared to over 100 degrees, the little reptile approached a helpful human for some much-needed hydration. That's it for this week. We want your opinions on these nature news stories. Tell us what you think in the comments below.